In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the easiest basketball huge in Pet Simulator 99. So yeah, inside the most recent update, they actually added the addition where you can literally just go ahead and throw a basketball, where you can actually yeet your pet into the void, and you can get some pretty cool rewards in return. More specifically being the huge basketball corgi, which is the pet we're currently after in this video. And yeah, I'm going to show you that this pet is actually much easier to obtain than you think. Also, later on in the video, I'm going to be giving away a couple of these brand new basketball huge pets, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So yeah, let's get into it right now. So yeah, I've been grinding this event for a little bit, but not too crazy. But yeah, it's definitely one of the better events Pet Sim 99 has released, because this event actually can be fully AFKable if you choose to do so. And you literally still have a chance to get not only the basketball gift or the huge, but also a Titanic pet. I've also heard though that a lot of players have actually struggled to get this Titanic. Like, they've gotten pretty close in the points, and then the game just makes the pet not go into the basket. So yeah, it does seem like for every point that you do get, or every point closer you do get, I think there's a slightly higher chance that you end up missing the basketball. Or not the basketball, the pet. I don't know why I keep saying the basketball, but yeah, you have a chance to miss your pet, and then you have to really restart on everything, which is pretty annoying. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure to try your best to not miss. And what I think actually helps a lot better with that is by manually throwing. However, I probably wouldn't start manually throwing until you got a few more points or pretty close to the huge or Titanic. But you also just need to be very careful if you are manually throwing to not mess up, because if you mess up like even one time, you're most likely gonna lose everything. And yep, literally somehow I just missed and I lost all my progress, bro. That's just great. So you have a pretty high feeling that the chance to miss is also just a completely random chance and it isn't really in your control. So yeah, I wish they would have mentioned something where along the lines of like every point you get, it would be a little bit harder to get the next one or something, because that is definitely how it seems like. And yeah, if you get to like super close to the Titanic to like 8 or 9 points, you're pretty much not even gonna really make it, or at least your chances of making it are just super slim. I mean, I understand it because the low chances, because I mean it is a Titanic pet, but still I think you should be a little bit higher chances or a little bit easier to obtain. But yeah, another thing actually I've been doing is I have been grinding up the orbs a pretty good amount, and we're sitting at 4k currently. And yeah, I've actually found a way as well to pretty much fully AFK these yeet orbs, and I barely even AFK'd or barely even ran a macro, and I already have 4k, which is pretty nice. If I ran this thing for like an entire night, I'd probably end up waking up to like 100k, which would be insane. But yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade this upgrade final egg one again. So there we go, and now it's 5k for the next one. That is a pretty expensive, but I think we might be able to get it in the video. We still are already at 2k, so we just need to get 3,000 more. And yeah, we've also unlocked the ability now to hatch this Cyclops pet, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that until I get this next orb upgrade. So I think that's gonna be pretty helpful for me, so we can get another stronger pet and we'll be able to throw this thing much further. But yeah, if you guys actually have been struggling to get orbs, one thing I'd recommend, or I guess a couple things. One, depending on if you actually have a macro, you should definitely use one, because it makes it so you're able to collect way more orbs than you would be if you were like manually grinding or having to actually sit here. But yeah, if you actually aren't able to use a macro, I would definitely suggest you guys try and do so, because it's gonna help you to get a lot more orbs. But even if you can, I recommend just like sit here and auto throw for a bit, and after you auto throw for like 5 or so minutes, or not even 5 minutes, probably like 2 or 3 minutes, just run back here and collect all the orbs real quick that have been stacking up, and then just go back to throwing. I guess that's the most effective way you can actually get the orbs without a tiny task or a macro to go ahead and help you guys out. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys what I've been doing. So yeah, to get this macro as effective as it's been, actually what you have to do is to teleport to area number 5. And honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the macro right now. You guys should definitely just follow it though. Doesn't have to be exact, obviously, but yeah, just teleport to area number 5 through the cannon and make sure you're in the same starting point. And then once you do that, just when you are recording your macro, just run around a little bit like I'm doing, like so. Just go up and down all the areas, or not the areas, up and down all the spots that the orbs can spawn at. And yeah, once it's done, it'll go ahead and teleport back to area number 5, just like so, and then it'll go ahead and repeat it. So yeah, this has definitely helped me out a good amount to get a lot more of these orbs. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just let this run for a little bit so I can unlock the next egg upgrade. So yeah, we'll come back and then hopefully a little bit when we have that unlocked. Alright boys, we were back, and as you can see on the left, we are at 5,000 orbs. However, for the orb storm event, we're only at 6,000 collected. I think I want to try and get all the way into 10,000 and get it on video, because I never actually got it, and I'm curious how good or how many orbs it actually drops. So yeah, I can go and upgrade this final egg one again, and now it's 15,000 for the last one. That's actually insane. I don't think I'm gonna get that anytime soon. But we did now unlock this glitch cat, and whatever that last pet is, we don't even know, unless it's literally just the huge bunny ball inside of this egg, which I honestly would be really surprised. But I'm assuming there's another stat pet since there's one more upgrade left, but it doesn't show any stat pets in the basketball egg, so there must be a better pet, I'm assuming, that's gonna cost us 15,000 orbs to get. So yeah, I'm gonna need to do a lot more grinding if I want to get that. Let me just hatch a couple eggs though, and then we can throw them and see how good these newer pets are, if we can hopefully get one. I do have the rainbow egg enchant on. Let me also empower just this lucky eggs. I think this this is all we need. And also some lucky potions too. And we could also use this huge potion. I'll just use one of them. Even though I'm not going to be opening up many eggs, I do have a 300% chance to get one of these active huges in here. So yeah, this huge potion is probably going to come a lot more in handy now since we can actually hatch some of these active huges in the best egg in the game. So let's go and open a couple of these up. I'll try a couple of them with the charged eggs first to see if I can maybe unlock one. Or well, I guess not. I did like 8 opens of them and I didn't even get a single cyclops or a glitch cat. So let's just see if I can get one really quick from auto clicking. Alright boys, we even have to sing here for an entire minute or so. I still haven't gotten a single one of these. So I think I'm just going to go back to farming the orbs and then we should get 15k at some point. I should get the orb storm at some point actually. I'm going to go ahead and go AFK and then I'll come back whenever this storm orb event summons and then we'll see how good it is because I'm pretty curious. Alright boys, we are back and as you can see on the board over there, we are just a few orbs away from 10,000. Alright, we're literally 10 away. We're about to see what's going to happen and there we go. We should trigger it any second. No, we're at 7. That should be enough and there we go. We have a 5x orb spawn rate for 2 minutes. Okay, we need to take advantage of this. So yeah, I'm going to go and just board around here for the 2 minutes and we'll see how many we're at. Hopefully we can gain a lot more than what we currently have. We're just about to reach the end of the 2 minutes and we've actually gained a good amount of orbs, just around like 500 or so, which is pretty decent, but it could have been better. And yeah, now the orb event is over and we're gonna need to get another 10,000 if we want to trigger another one. Also, after collecting all those orbs, we've actually gained double our base strength, which is pretty insane. I definitely want to try a throw right now and see how much further we can get. Let's make sure we get a good throw in. And 98, okay, this should go much further hopefully. And yeah, 218,000, new record, pretty good. Okay, we got a critical one after 200k strength also. This should be even further than the last throw and yeah, definitely gonna beat that. 250k, there we go. Also keep in mind our pet right now is pretty bad compared to like these other ones further in the egg. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I was gonna be doing a giveaway for a couple of these basketball huge pets, and I'm gonna be doing just that, giving away both of these 2 huge basketball corgis. So literally all you guys have to do to enter this is to drop your usernames in the comments down below and I'll pick 2 random people, but also make sure you guys are subscribed as well so we can get to 100k subs. And also I put a lot of work into this video, so I would really appreciate if you guys could also like the video. Also on top of those two corgis, I have acquired 659 of these basketball gifts worth almost 380 million gems combined, which is pretty decent. We're gonna open all these up right now and we're gonna see if maybe we can get anything good. Imagine if these gifts actually gave us like orbs. That would be ridiculous. I already opened these in the past and yeah, they did not give me anything too great. Let's see if maybe any of these can give me something. Okay, I see a springy shoes. That's not bad, but I think that's pretty much it. We still have so many more gifts to open up though. I'm sure we're gonna get a bunch more items. We might even be able to get another huge pet. Hopefully that would be pretty nice. Considering we have like 600 of these, I think we have a decent chance to get one. So we're gonna go and spam all these for a sec, get a bunch of them down and see if we can maybe get anything good. I do see some more springy shoes. No huge pets it looks like so far. I don't see any. Come on game, give me something good. Alright, let me stop for a sec. After all of those, I still don't think we got a single huge pet yet. And we're down to our last 131 gifts. We're actually getting really close. And that is the rest of all the gifts. Are we gonna get a huge from these last few? And I don't think so. We got a lot of springy shoes though, but I think that's literally it. Yeah, we have 31 springy shoes now. That actually is pretty decent. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and pop one of them because it only lasts for 10 minutes. It's not too long. And I guess we're just gonna go ahead and keep throwing. Alright boys, we are finally back, and as you can see on the left, we're now at 15,000 orbs. We can finally purchase this next upgrade. Hopefully this is the last one. There better not be another. So yeah, there we go, and thankfully it is now maxed. So now that we did that, as you can see, there actually is another pet, which is literally a hippo melon, or I guess like a hippo melon ball, a ball hippo melon, whatever it's gonna be named. But yeah, now hopefully the odds for the other egg, or for these easier pets, are better now, because I've still been struggling to even just get the cyclops. Alright, well it looks like the odds are literally the exact same, so that's actually just not good. I think I'm gonna have to resort to a different method to be able to get some of these pets, and that's gonna involve the trading plaza. Alright, well never mind. It seems like the trading plaza or terminal is down for like the millionth time, because this thing just will continuously go down. I guess the devs cannot keep fixing it, so I guess I'm just gonna have to run around to all these booths and see if I can find something. Alright, here's someone selling a glitch cat for 175 million. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of them. Not gonna lie though, these new pets are really expensive in terms of gems. It makes sense though, because I can't even hatch one of these, so it makes sense that these are pretty valuable. But also I think I found out a pretty good strat, and I think I'm doing it pretty well, which honestly is pretty good, and that is for just trying to get one pet that has really good stats. And then after you acquire a good pet like the glitch cat, and we now have this thing on my team, so I should be able to do or throw a lot further. Yeah, my base is 960k. That's literally 10 times what it just was. So yeah, this should definitely help me to get a lot more coins, so I can open up the egg a lot easier. And if I can get much more coins, I can probably even open it up in the charged eggs too. So yeah, let's go ahead and use one of these springy shoes again, and let's see how far we can throw this thing now. Alright, and yeah, we are going significantly farther than what we just threw. We should be able to go ahead and complete our first lap lap, and there we go, we did it. We also just got the basketball gift from getting 10 points. That was pretty nice. Alright, this right here should hopefully be our new record. I'm curious to see what it was because we got a critical. And yeah, we are going much further than before. 1.33 mil, not bad. And now we're also getting way more coins than we were before. Okay, somehow, never mind. I guess the pet just straight up dropped to the ground. I lost all my points. But I also believe the further that you can throw, you will actually get more of these points up here. So I think it is more worth it to get a stronger pet. So hopefully we can throw this further. And yeah, we are chucking this thing now. As you can see, we're about to get done with our second lap, and there we go. I guess we're not getting as many items as I thought we were. I would think we would get way more, but there we go, way further than previously. That's gonna slowly let us get more coins and let us open up this egg, because the charged egg for this is actually pretty expensive. But I'm sure if we can get an even stronger throwable pet and get even more strength, I'm sure we'll be cooking. Also, I went ahead and upgraded my orb strength from 10% to 20, so we should be able to get some more strength from picking these up. And this should also help me throw a lot further too. I'm sure if you max out this more orb strength upgrade too, you'll be able to gain significantly more strength just by picking these up. It's actually really worth it. But yeah, boys, that pretty much is everything for the video. Make sure you guys drop your usernames in the comments down below if you want to enter these 2 basketball corgis that I have inside of my inventory right here. Make sure you guys also head over to my Discord server if you guys want as well. The link of that will be in the description. And make sure you guys check out my Roblox UGC as well. This vortex over my shoulder is a pretty cool item. I really appreciate if you guys would buy it. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well, because we're on the road to 100k subs. I really appreciate if you guys subscribe. And yeah, thank you boys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.